Hello, English learners. Welcome. Today, we will learn the story of the Eiffel Tower in simple English. Listen, repeat, and improve your English. If you enjoy this content, please like, share, and subscribe to support our channel. Part 1. The birth of the Eiffel Tower. In the middle of Paris, France, there is a very tall and famous tower. It is called the Eiffel Tower. People from all over the world come to see it. It is one of the most famous buildings on the planet. Every year, millions of tourists visit the tower, take pictures, and climb to the top to see the beautiful view of Paris. But the story of the Eiffel Tower is not only about its height and beauty. It is also about history, engineering, and courage. The Eiffel Tower was built in the late 19th century, during a time when Paris was growing and changing. The city wanted to celebrate a very important event, the 1889 World's Fair, Exposition Universelle. This fair was held to show new inventions, science, and art to people from all over the world. The organizers wanted a new and amazing building that would be a symbol of the fair and of France. They decided to build a metal tower, something that had never been done before. The man who designed the tower was Gustave Eiffel, a famous engineer. He had already built many bridges and structures in France. Eiffel wanted to create a tower that was strong, modern, and beautiful. The design was not easy. Many people did not like it at first. Some artists and writers said it was ugly and would ruin the view of Paris. They called it a monstrosity. But Eiffel and his team believed in their work. They were confident that one day, people would love the tower. The construction of the tower began in January 1887. Thousands of workers came to the site to help. The tower was made of iron, and it used more than 18,000 metal pieces. These pieces were connected with over 2.5 million bolts. The engineers had to be very careful. They worked high above the ground, sometimes hundreds of meters up. Many workers wore special safety equipment, but working on the tower was still dangerous. Despite this, the workers built the tower faster than expected. By the summer of 1889, the Eiffel Tower was finished. It was 300 meters tall, making it the tallest building in the world at that time. People could not believe it. The tower looked like a giant metal lacework. It was modern, elegant, and strong at the same time. When the first visitors arrived, many were surprised. Some still thought it was strange, but others were amazed. The Eiffel Tower was not only tall, it was also very functional. It had 3 levels for visitors. People could climb the stairs or use the elevator to reach the top. The top of the tower offered a wonderful view of Paris. Visitors could see the Seine River, the Champs-Élysées, the Arc de Triomphe, and many other famous places. It was a new way to see the city from above. The tower was opened to the public on March 31, 1889, a few months after the World's Fair began. Gustave Eiffel invited many important people and journalists to the opening. Everyone was curious. Some people were afraid that the tower might fall, but Eiffel proved that it was strong and safe. In fact, the design was so clever that it could resist strong winds and storms. Engineers studied it carefully and were impressed by how strong it was for its size. Over time, the Eiffel Tower became a symbol of Paris and France. At first, some people still criticized it, but gradually, everyone began to love it. Artists painted it, photographers took pictures, and writers wrote stories about it. Tourists started to travel to Paris just to see the tower. Today, it is one of the most visited monuments in the world, attracting millions of people every year. The Eiffel Tower is also a symbol of innovation. In the 19th century, it was a bold experiment. Many thought it could fail, but it succeeded. It showed that humans could build amazing structures using new technology. Gustave Eiffel's vision and courage changed the way people think about architecture. The tower proved that metal could be used not only for machines and bridges but also for art and beauty. At night, the tower becomes even more magical. Thousands of lights shine, creating a sparkling view. People love to take evening boat rides on the Seine River to see the tower glowing. The Eiffel Tower is no longer just a building, it is a symbol of love, history, and Paris itself. And so, the story of the Eiffel Tower begins, with a dream, a design, and the courage of engineers and workers. From a controversial idea to a world-famous monument, the tower shows what humans can achieve when they believe in their vision. Part 2. The construction and opening of the Eiffel Tower. After Gustave Eiffel and his team finished the design, the real challenge began, the construction of the tower. Building a 300-meter-tall structure in the 19th century was a very difficult task. Engineers had to work carefully to make sure the tower would be safe and strong. They also needed to finish it on time for the 1889 World's Fair, because the French government wanted the tower to be ready for visitors from all over the world. Thousands of workers came to the construction site. Some were experienced ironworkers, while others were young apprentices learning the trade. Each worker had a special job. Some measured the metal pieces, some assembled them on the ground, and others carried the pieces up the tower. The tower was made of over 18,000 metal parts, and more than 2.5 million bolts were needed to connect everything. The workers faced many difficulties. They had to climb hundreds of meters above the ground. There were strong winds, cold weather, and even heavy rain. Some workers were afraid, but they continued their work. Gustave Eiffel made safety a priority. He created special platforms, rails, and tools to protect the workers. Despite this, a few workers were injured, but no one died during the construction, a very rare achievement for that time. Day by day, the tower grew taller. The 4 large pillars were built first, forming the base. Then engineers carefully connected the metal beams, creating the famous lattice structure. It looked like a giant metal puzzle. People in Paris watched with curiosity. Many thought the tower would collapse, but others were amazed at its beauty and size. The construction also caused debate in the city. Some artists and writers called the tower ugly. They thought it would ruin the classic look of Paris. Letters were published in newspapers, and protests were held. Gustave Eiffel did not respond to the critics publicly. He trusted his engineers and believed in the design. He knew the tower would be admired in the future. By March 1889, the Eiffel Tower was finished. It took just over 2 years to build, a very short time for such a large and complex structure. The final piece was placed at the top, and Gustave Eiffel raised the French flag. People cheered, and many photographers took pictures. It was a proud moment for France, Paris, and Eiffel himself. The tower was officially opened to the public on March 31, 1889. Gustav Eiffel invited important guests, journalists, and officials to see it first. Visitors entered the tower and could use the elevator or stairs to reach the top. From there, they had a breathtaking view of the city. Paris looked like a small model from above. People could see the Seine River, bridges, gardens, and famous buildings all at once. The opening was also part of the 1889 World's Fair, a huge event celebrating science, industry, and culture. The Eiffel Tower quickly became the main attraction. Visitors from other countries admired the tower's design and modern technology. The elevators were a special wonder for many, because they carried people safely to great heights, something unusual at that time. Over the next weeks and months, the tower became a symbol of innovation. Engineers and architects from around the world studied it. They were amazed at how strong and stable it was, despite being made of lightweight iron. Gustav Eiffel gave interviews explaining how the design could resist wind and storms. He proved that metal could be used to create not only functional buildings but also works of art. Soon, the Eiffel Tower became more than a building. It became a cultural symbol. Newspapers wrote about it, artists painted it, and postcards with its image were sold throughout Europe. People started calling it the Iron Lady of Paris, because of its elegance and strength. Over time, even the critics who had once hated it began to admire it. The tower also inspired science and experiments. Gustav Eiffel allowed scientists to use the top of the tower for weather observations, wind measurements, and radio experiments. In this way, the Eiffel Tower contributed not only to tourism but also to knowledge and technology. Today, the story of the Eiffel Tower's construction reminds people that vision, courage, and hard work can create something amazing. Workers, engineers, and Gustav Eiffel himself showed that it is possible to overcome fear, criticism, and difficulty to achieve something extraordinary. From the first bolt to the top piece, the Eiffel Tower stands as a testament to human skill and creativity. Its opening marked the beginning of a new era in architecture, and it became a global symbol of Paris, France, and modern engineering. Millions of visitors continue to climb it, admire it, and take photos every year, keeping its story alive for the world. Part 3. The Eiffel Tower through the years. After the Eiffel Tower opened in 1889, it quickly became one of the most famous landmarks in Paris. But the story of the tower did not end there. Over the next century, it experienced many changes, challenges, and even dangers. The tower grew to become not only a symbol of France but also a witness to history, wars, and innovations. In the early 20th century, some people still criticized the tower. They thought it did not fit the classic style of Paris. Some even wanted to destroy it after 20 years. Gustav Eiffel had a contract with the city, and he promised to keep the tower standing for 20 years. But he also had an idea: the tower could be used for science and experiments. Because of this, the city decided to keep the tower, and it survived longer than anyone had imagined. During World War I, the Eiffel Tower played an important role. The French army used it as a communication center. A radio transmitter on the tower helped the army send important messages. It is even said that the tower helped stop a German attack by allowing messages to reach the army faster than ever before. The Eiffel Tower, which was once just a tourist attraction, became a tool for national defense. In the 1920s and 1930s, the tower became more popular than ever. It attracted tourists from Europe and the United States. People climbed its stairs, took photographs, and admired the breathtaking views of Paris. Artists painted it in Impressionist and Modernist art, and it appeared in books, postcards, and films. It became a global symbol of Paris and romance, with the Seine River and city skyline creating a magical scene around it. During World War II, the Eiffel Tower faced another challenge. When Germany occupied Paris, the French army made sure the elevators were disabled. This action made it more difficult for German officers to use the tower. Hitler reportedly visited Paris, but he could not reach the top easily. In this way, the Eiffel Tower symbolized resistance and national pride. After the war, the Eiffel Tower continued to be a center of culture and celebration. It was repainted every 7 years to protect it from rust and wear. Engineers worked carefully to maintain the metal structure. Lights were installed to make it sparkle at night, creating a beautiful view for Parisians and visitors alike. Over time, the tower became famous for its evening illuminations, which attract millions of people every year. The tower has also been used for scientific experiments. Gustav Eiffel's idea of using the tower for research continued long after his death. Scientists measured wind, temperature, and air pressure. Radio and later television antennas were installed at the top, making it an important tool for communication. It was not just a tourist attraction, it became a scientific landmark. In the modern era, the Eiffel Tower has become a cultural symbol. It represents innovation, art, and French history. People celebrate New Year's Eve and other festivals near the tower. During international events, the Eiffel Tower is often lit with special colors. For example, during national holidays or global celebrations, the lights change to create special designs, showing its importance as a symbol of joy and unity. Tourists can now visit the tower all year round. There are restaurants, gift shops, and observation decks. People enjoy views of Paris from the first, second, and third levels. On clear days, visitors can see miles of the city, including famous landmarks like the Louvre, Notre Dame, and the Arc de Triomphe. It is a unique experience for both adults and children. The Eiffel Tower has survived over 130 years of history, including criticism, wars, weather, and millions of visitors. Its strength, design, and elegance have inspired architects, engineers, and artists around the world. It is now not only a symbol of Paris but also a symbol of human creativity and courage. The story of the Eiffel Tower through the years shows that a building can be much more than stone or metal. It can be a witness to history, a tool for science, and a symbol of national pride. The tower continues to stand tall, reminding people of what humans can achieve with vision, hard work, and determination. Part 4. The Eiffel Tower today and its symbolic meaning. Today, the Eiffel Tower is one of the most famous landmarks in the world. It is a symbol of Paris, France, and love. Millions of people visit the tower every year. Tourists come from Europe, America, Asia, and other continents to see its amazing design and enjoy the beautiful view of the city. The tower is not only a tourist attraction, but also a symbol of history, art, and innovation. Visitors can go to the first, second, and third levels. The first level has exhibitions and a small museum that explains the history of the tower. The second level has restaurants where people can enjoy French food while looking at the city. The third level, at the top, gives a breathtaking view of Paris. Visitors can see the Seine River, famous monuments like the Louvre, Notre Dame, and Arc de Triomphe, and the streets of the city stretching far into the distance. Many people say that seeing Paris from the top of the Eiffel Tower is unforgettable. At night, the tower becomes even more magical. Thousands of lights shine, making it sparkle like a giant jewel in the sky. On special occasions, the tower is lit with different colors. For example, during national holidays, international celebrations, or charity events, the lights change to blue, red, white, or other colors. People take photos, celebrate, and enjoy the beauty of the tower. It has become a center for celebrations in Paris. The Eiffel Tower is also a symbol of love. Couples often come to propose marriage or take romantic photos in front of it. The tower has been featured in many films, books, and postcards, making it famous all over the world. Tourists know that it is a romantic place, a symbol of dreams and hope. People remember the first time they saw it, and many say that it is a special memory for life. In addition to being a tourist destination, the Eiffel Tower is still used for scientific and technological purposes. Scientists use it to study wind, weather, and air quality. The tower also has radio, television, and mobile antennas at the top. These modern technologies make the Eiffel Tower useful in many ways, even more than 130 years after it was built. Gustave Eiffel would be proud to see how his creation still helps people today. The tower has survived storms, strong winds, and natural disasters, but it remains strong. Every 7 years, it is repainted to protect it from rust. Engineers and workers take care of the metal structure, ensuring it is safe for visitors. The Eiffel Tower is a symbol of strength and endurance, showing that careful work and attention can protect even very old buildings. For the people of Paris, the Eiffel Tower is more than a building. It is a part of the city's identity. Children grow up seeing it, and tourists remember it as the highlight of their trip. The tower represents French creativity, innovation, and culture. It is a place where history meets the present, and where people from different countries come together to admire beauty and art. The Eiffel Tower also inspires people. It shows that dreams can come true with courage, vision, and hard work. Gustave Eiffel believed in his idea even when others doubted him. Today, millions of people enjoy his vision every year. Artists, architects, engineers, and tourists are inspired by its design and elegance. The story of the Eiffel Tower is a story of history, art, love, and innovation. It reminds people that a single building can change a city and the world. From a controversial idea to a beloved global symbol, the tower continues to stand tall, shining over Paris and inspiring people everywhere. When you visit Paris, you can stand at the foot of the Eiffel Tower or look at it from the Seine River. You will see a tower of light, strength, and beauty. You will see the same view that millions of people have admired for over 130 years. And maybe, in that quiet moment, you will feel the spirit of Gustave Eiffel and all the people who built, loved, and preserved this amazing landmark.